I'm really excited to bring you Alliance War video footage of a 6-star rank 3 Venompool. Now in seasons past, Path 8 has been a Dr. Doom fest, but they've made global changes where it really makes usage of Mystics that much tougher. So I'm using Venompool going forward. My team, Venompool, Venom, and Human Torch. Both great attackers, and we'll talk about why. The very first synergy is with Venom, and it's a 4% health and attack rating. And then we've got Human Torch to give Venompool immunity to Incinerate. And Incinerate immunity is a big thing on this particular Alliance War. I have 2 defenders, Red Goblin and Phoenix, that can Incinerate. So a Dr. Doom attacker is just not going to cut it. I think between the global node changes that sort of abuses Mystic attackers in the second portion of Path 8, and then defenders getting placed that Incinerate, it's really a Dr. Doom scenario where they're trying to block that attacker. So I think Venompool is going to be a great counter. So we get in the fight and we parry a couple times and get 2 5-hit combos in. Kind of being aware of that SP1, SP2, I much prefer to evade a special 1 versus a special 2. This first one I tried to evade. I do have an indestructible boost and it saved me there. That's the first and only time I'll be trying to dex it. I'll be blocking it in the future, and you'll see here shortly what sort of damage that does. So I'm completely blocking it here. 903 damage. That's absolutely nothing with this health pool, so we're going to continue doing that going forward. So again, going to try to get some hits in here, but also watching that power meter. I've got another SP1 coming here shortly, which I'm going to also block. I could hit him, but I pushed him to SP2, so again, just trying to play patient. I'm also getting backed in the corner a little bit here, which is not a happy place to be. Alright, here's the next one, blocking it. That's 1,054 damage, also basically nothing. And he's down to 41%. So there's the last couple hits of the indestructible, and unfortunately he's down to SP2, and I'm basically quaking in the corner just trying to survive here. Block, not push him SP3, and here's it comes to SP2. So again, blocking it all, it wasn't horrible. And again, with my synergy with Human Torch, I am Incinerate immune. So again, this is a really great counter. So you start seeing my Furies getting built. I'm up to 2. That's because I earned all 5 of the buffs. And now every subsequent one that's earned is another Fury, and that's when Venompool really starts hitting hard, but the fight's over. I think there's concern with Venompool being potentially not strong enough of an attacker or taking too slow, but that was 50 hits. I think that's certainly reasonable, and with the functionality I get off the special ones, every hit of all 3 strikes can nullify. And again, the nodes we'll see in section 2, it sort of abuses nullification by a Mystic, not a Cosmic. So that's a really key point. So this Venom, I always bring along whenever I see an Awakened Warlock on node 17. The reason being is Venom is immune to Power Burn from tech defenders. If it wasn't Venom, or if it wasn't, there was one other, I think it's Terrax actually, who's immune, there's a massive degeneration. So this is a perfect counter. I fight this all the time. But the thing I need to investigate further is Venompool has a similar mechanic, but again, Venom immediately has all buffs when he starts a fight. Venompool earns them. So I don't know, and I won't know probably until Alliance War off season, is when Warlock is placed here, can Venompool survive, in which case I can drop Venom altogether and bring a completely different attacker for Boss Island. So this fight is going pretty normal. The only problem here is at 4:05, he's ready for an SP2. And let's watch the clock here. I'm baiting him, I'm trying to dex, I'm trying to induce him to throw that special. Now we're 10 seconds in. 15 seconds in, I actually got hit. Still had that indestructible boost from the Red Goblin fight, but now I'm on the verge of throwing him to an SP3, which is bad news. 340. He finally throws it. So that took 25 seconds for him to throw that special 2. But ultimately still got that done. And now it's just a basic fight. Also with this fight, special 1s don't do much damage. Yes, I can dex it, but a lot more risk there trying to evade all 3 strikes versus just take it in a block. And This is basically the only fight I have. I don't need to have a bunch of health at the end of it. I just need to survive. And so I'm just being super patient, and he goes down. So we're 2-0, and excited about the start to this Alliance War. Again, Venompool is a primary attacker, but this is Venom's fight. Long term, I want to see if Venompool can take that fight and I can drop Venom as an attacker. Alright, next morning, we are heading into Section 2. Kind of walk through the notes here. This is where it kind of gets relevant. So, we're talking about various buffs, but if I scoot down a little bit further, it's going to talk about the Mystic, Divine Bearer. When fighting a Mystic attacker, every 10 seconds, the defender is immune to Nullify, Fate, Seal, and Stagger. So that's Dr. Doom, that's Sorcerer Supreme, Sim Supreme, Hood, all these champs. And now we're looking at Phoenix, also not a tough fight, but she does have that sort of, when she's awakened, she revives, and she gets some power gain. So I just want to bring an attacker that can kind of address both of those, and in my opinion, I think it's Venompool. Alright, so we're going in here against Namor. Pretty standard fight. I'm just trying to play it safe and kind of build up my various buffs. And again, it takes, I think, over 6 seconds, 6 to 10 seconds to get each a new one. So 30 to 40 seconds into the fight, I'll have all 5, and then I'm going to start burning those Furies, and then you'll hit really hard. Now, Namor has that sort of sneaky heavy. It can definitely catch you, and then we're going to be watchful about his counter number as well. He's up to 16 right now. When it hits 30, it goes to SP3, and you'll see what happens. Kind of thought initially that I threw an SP3, but it's just his functionality, and his power starts dropping, and then you have to evade these unblockable specials. So right here goes to SP3 when he hit Imperious Rex, and he's just dropping now. So these special attacks are all unblockable, you just gotta stay away, and I think that's why the placement might make sense, but if you're aware of it, it shouldn't be that big a deal. Alright, so up to cooking meter is up to there, the very first Fury. Now every time now I get a new one, I'll earn another Fury and keep hitting harder, but the guy's already at 3%, so he's dead. Pretty happy with that fight. I wouldn't say it's a tough defender, but I think it's proving again that global node is set up against Mystic champs. I'm bypassing that with Venompool, who has similar abilities of Nullification as SP1, but because he's a Cosmic, the global node is bypassed. Alright, so then this is the next fight, and again, to kind of reiterate, the immunity to Incinerate, that absolutely is relevant. If I was a Mystic and I got incinerated, I'm going to take massive damage and or die. But with Venompool and the synergy with Human Torch, I am immune. So we'll be dodging a lot of these special ones, and she's going to get some power gains, but again, the more I throw these special ones, I'm just nullifying over and over and over again. And again, I really got this fight under control. It just gets dicey at the end. You have to sort of be patient and be aware of what's happening, so you're not thrown here to a special 2. Again, just struck her once. One swing, you kind of see that power gain. She's on the verge of a special 2 almost constantly, so I'm not doing full 5-hit combos every time. I'm trying to be smart and back away. Just trying to work it down to, the 1%, and then she'll sort of revive and heal up. Again, just trying to evade this special 1. Be careful. There was a nice special 2. You see all my buffs doubled. If you can land the special 2 and do your moonwalk, it doubles up, so which is kind of nice for increased damage and just making him a beast. So we're at 2%. I'm just gonna try and bait it out, hit it or block or something, just to try and trigger that, and then back away immediately. And the little indicator is that little line straight up where she kind of gains Furies, and she's at 60%. But now it's just a normal fight. I'm throwing the SB3. Anyway, pretty good fight there, and I'm excited about what Venompool can do, and I'm really enjoying the champ. I know it's an unconventional rank up. I don't care. It's fun. It makes Alliance War fun, and I think this is a great counter for Path 8. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. Rank 3 Venompool, and have a great day.